Ohio State head coach Nadine Muzerall joins us. And first of all, winning a national championship, they always say the next year you got a bullseye in your back. Is that the case?
I feel it, and I'm sure the girls feel it as well. You're going to get everybody's best, as you mentioned, and that's what you want, though. That's why you joined the WCHA, because, you're arguably playing against the top 4 teams in the country over and over again, and, 4 times guaranteed, often 5 or 6 times, and it prepares you for sure for postseason. And but if you wanna come and play in this league, you're gonna have a bullseye on your back, because everybody's coming after you. And but as an elite athlete, that's what you want as well.
Whether you won the national championship or not, this league, this
absolutely
final Faceoff field is unbelievable. 4 teams in the top 7 of the country.
I know. I was looking at that as well, and that's not rare, though, at the same time. It was similar last year, and I think it speaks volumes for the talent that we've recruited in this conference over, 25 years. And that's why kids choose to come to the Ohio State and other schools in this conference. And they want to be challenged, and they want to win, and they want to play at the Olympic level. And I think that speaks volumes for the coaches in our league that go out and recruit and get the best kids in the world.
Well, you've got some pretty good kids.
I do.
Let's talk about Sophie Jakes and Jen Gardner, who are in top 10 for the Patty Kazmaier Award.
Very well deserved, 100%. With Jen Gardner, I was just talking with her this morning. To see her growth from her being a freshman to her senior year is phenomenal. She actually was recruited in Canada, and nobody had recruited her in the U.S., and she was going to be committed to going, I believe, to Waterloo in Canada. And we had found her, and we asked her if she'd want to take a chance and come to the States, and she did, and we're so glad that she did, clearly. But she's grown and matured as a person, too, which I think has bled over into her success on the ice. And then Sophie Jakes, what do you say about Sophie Jakes? It's been 2 years of elite hockey, and this year is not an Olympic year, and her stats are still the best. She has numbers that are record-breaking, both in Ohio State, but also in the WCHA and nationally. I think it's about time that we reward a defenseman for being Player of the Year, because there's only been one. That was over 20 years ago with Angela Ruggiero. And I just always scratch my head and be like, what does a defenseman have to do to win this award? And, she's putting up the numbers. She's got 47 points. And, she's playing 2 positions. It's like asking Tom Brady, okay, Tom Brady, go throw a touchdown, and then, you know what, I need you to go on the defensive line after, right? And so, we're asking her to play 2 different roles, because we have one of the best teams in the country with goals against average, and a lot of that has to do when Sophie Jakes is on the ice.
From here on in, it's elimination games.
Yeah.
WCHA, NCAA. What's the mindset, and how much does your previous experience with these teams help now?
Well, of course, the devil as they say, right? And so, Maura and her staff are excellent coaches, and Duluth is arguably, I think, one of the best defensive teams, with Soderberg, who I believe personally is the best goaltender in the country that I've seen. And they're going to be tough to play against, but we know each other a little bit, and there's the good and the bad and the ugly with that. But we just take it one game at a time. Like, we're lucky we have a lot of returning players that understand, that have the experience and the leadership to take us to that next level. But the one thing that we talk about often as a staff is just look at Friday. That's all you got to focus on. You can't look at a national championship. You can't look even at the conference title. You have to focus one game at a time. And our focus is solely just on the Bulldogs this, next game.
Nadine Muzerall, thanks and good luck.
Thank you.